What's going on, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Um, so the title and the title and the topic of this video is it immature to be a Frag movie editor? Uh is it not cool? Is it basically you know, um for is it lame, I guess, or whatever, is it a thing of the past? So I'll start off with this. What's called I got a I got a post that I wrote up on my phone here that I'm looking at. So, and I'm getting spam with text messages right now, I'm sorry. But that's what oh god, you're hearing these dings. Had a guy tell, so I'm just gonna read this and we'll kind of just follow through with it. Had a guy tell me nobody watches or makes montages anymore. They grew up. This isn't 2012 anymore. And so this kind of caught me off guard because I was like, dude, like back when I was growing up, like in 2010 and stuff, like 2007 to 2005, 2010 or whatever, like having a montage was like cool. People wanted to have their own montage. They wanted to have an edit out. They wanted to have a fancy video and stuff like that. So it just kind of weird shift in gears that people had where, or at least according to this guy, where they're saying like they grew out of it. They grew out of the art form, or they just stopped finding them so fans so cool. And apparently this was around 2012. And this does kind of makes a little bit of sense because around 2012 was when everything kind of started. Well, like Halo just started going downhill, right? I mean, Halo in general started going downhill, and it so that around that time range sounds about right. But I wrote this further. I said it confused me because the same people no longer interested in montages who supposedly grew up um, are still playing video games. So what's the big deal? You know, I got Flex your index in the house saying montages are a niche. Editing skills are still super valid in this high paying skill set. I, yeah, I mean, but these guys are talking about like it's lame, like it's just out of style. Like it was in style like 10 years, 15 years ago, but it's no longer in style. Um, So I just found it confusing because I'm like, if montages are out of style, like why aren't video games out of style? You know? Yeah. Well, I touch on that. I do touch on those premium edits here. So I'll keep reading. Um, I just wanted to touch on people who grew up, and still playing video games. Supposedly grew up, but they're still playing games. So like, I don't get it. Like montages are whack, but playing video games is still not immature, you know? Like, I don't know. I just look at it like that. Like if having a montage and being not being excited about a montage, like straight up like cool kills and stuff like that, like interesting plays, interesting edits, creative kind of way of putting together a video is not cool. Then neither is playing a video game because I think they kind of go hand in hand, but not according to this guy. Um, So here I say montages are immature, but playing video games is noble. Are montages dead, or did the spirit leave the space after the best creators stopped creating? There's something to be said about the soul of the art form no longer being in a lot of modern videos, but also there used to be a time when folks would never clip dump. In fact, kids would save their footage for years in hopes of making a sick montage with it. So what happened? These guys all started getting views without fancy editing and stopped caring. It's so sad, honestly, that the art form is on life support because people can develop a following without actually needing a fancy video anymore. It's sad, but it's also kind of a good thing, I guess, But um yeah, I know Kaiser's probably Kaiser's got to be like in his mid 20s at most. Yeah, he's young. Um But yeah, it used to be a time when people prided themselves on having a fancy video and having the best montage and stuff. You know, um, it seems now you either have the cream of the crop montage or you have a shit montage. There's no like in between. There's no gray area there. Although we would say there's a gray area, but I think like the majority of people like they either if you're not making the cream of the crop, Like these guys, the majority don't seem to pay much attention to you. What's it called? Let me see here. Uh, Develop needing a fancy video. All they got to do is be good at the game and just post their clips. Okay, montages are looked at as silly or immature unless you're literally creating full 3D edits. But at that point, why would an artist choose? Well, when I say full 3D edits, I mean like full, like straight up, like these premium fucking cutting edge edits. Um, what's it called? But at that point, why would an artist choose to promote a game for a community that only appreciates them if they are producing content on the cutting edge? I don't really know what to say about this. The montage art form has evolved and is still super cool, but people looking at it like it's immature to try unless you're making cutting edge content is so depressing. The scene is so competitive, it's so sad. There's so many unexplored avenues and ways to express oneself through the canvas that is the Halo montage art form. Sometimes I wonder what the point of doing what I do is. Hardly anyone comments, hardly anyone shares, hardly anyone views. Seems like no one really cares. Um, yeah, man, like it's difficult, man, and it almost seems like almost sometimes like it seems like even if you were to produce some cutting edge shit, like if the algorithm, if you're not blessed by the algorithm gods, like dude, you're fucked. Like it's over. You're not gonna get anywhere. Like you're not gonna get any views, whatever. Like I seen a couple like pretty actually like I was looking through the Halo montage section on YouTube, YouTube that and I saw that there was a couple pretty cool videos. And I'm like, man, like these got like 50 views, 60 views or whatever. Guys got like 30 subscribers or whatever. Like, what happened to those days where like we used to encourage people to create by supporting them. It just completely went away. It's no longer like we no longer support people who contribute, and are actively trying to produce. Uh, you know, it's very sad in my opinion. It's very sad, and it's leading to the death of the art form pretty much. But it's also like like I touched on this before. I said, is it because the old school creators went away? Like some of these old school creators went away that really brought that soul to the videos. And I mean, you can see some videos that, some guys' videos do have soul. And like I had mentioned this before in a video, whereas like ZRT Rukio's videos, I feel like have soul. And there's a bunch of other like editors that have soul, but I feel like his videos particularly his videos stand out to me a lot as far as being a creator and being a being a gameplay contributor and a player. He produces top notch fucking videos, and I love what he makes. The thing is like there's I don't know, man. It's just hard to pinpoint like where the art form kind of started dying off. I mean, is it still alive in like other scenes? I don't know. Like I look up like Valorant montages and they're still getting views, they're getting a pretty good amount of views and the edits aren't like so fucking incredible compared to like what we're doing, or even compared to what Kaiser's doing, and even Call of Duty as well is producing top tier caliber edits as well, and also has a montage scene. But you know, I don't know, man. It used to be a time like when I got started making these videos, like if you were on YouTube, dude, like you were gonna blow up in like 3 years or whatever. Like not even 3 years, like in like fucking like 6 months, probably, like just producing consistent content, like you would have thousands and hundreds of thousands of followers at that point. But that was YouTube back in the golden era. Now it seems like you either got something super pro or you got nothing. It's all about the illusion of professionalism, all about the illusion of like you know the crazy like high what's called production value, all this money being involved, all this stuff, and it leads to people wanting to be like mislead people. Like I've even found it like myself. I've even found myself going like, oh man, maybe I should, maybe I find that only a few of the people that I know are always going to win these montage contests, and like I thought in my head, I'm like, man, like it would be a good idea to like say, just say that we're doing a contest for $10,000, $15,000, and just see who comes out of the woodwork from that, you know? And because I know if nobody comes out and nobody shows up and we don't get any traction going from that, at least like you know, I know the money's gonna go to like, Blackhawk or fucking Xander or Lemon or Photon or something, because and they'll be cool with keeping it a secret. Like, yeah, it was a $10,000 prize pool contest, but really, like, we only got paid out, a certain percentage of that or whatever, and we rolled it over to the next contest or something like that, just to kind of at least have some fucking clout with these contests. Because like if we're not, I can't raise no fucking $10,000, like, unless I get a huge sponsor or whatever. Like, I'm not going to be able to raise that kind of funds. And even if I were to raise that kind of funds, at that point, I'm holding on to a little bit too much money where I don't feel comfortable actually like being the one holding that and dispersing that. Not because I would take it or anything. It's just I have some things like it would mess with certain things that I have. So I can't be having that much cash on me. So uh yeah, at that point, like, I would need somebody to kind of handle that and maybe be a trustee or something. But I don't know if we'll ever get to the point where we're raising 10,000, 15,000, $20,000 for a montage contest, you know. Um Although I would love that. I would love that. But does it really hurt to like come out there and just like make something up like that? Like, just for the clout? Because like, people don't take montages seriously. And after that fucking guy, Sparkles, did a $15,000 prize pool for his goddamn contest, all fucking other montage contests look like fucking shit. Like, this guy just like completely shit on everybody with that contest, and now everybody's montage contest looks like, oh well, it's not 15,000. So, and that was like 10 years ago, by the way. So it's not the biggest contest ever, so it's not even that exciting. You know what I'm saying? Like, at you know it's like you got Nikki producing these top tier fucking edits in like 2015, and then like even Kaiser's videos don't really match up in quality to some of hers. To be honest with you, like, her videos are even better than his, or the different style really, but also I would say they're better. But like, from a technical standpoint, and yeah. But at the same time, it's like, you know like, these people are making these videos, and it's just it's just making it harder for everybody. I'm not complaining about it. It's just you gotta work that much harder. But I wish there was views in videos that were like upper middle class videos, mid class videos, or whatever. Because it's fucking hard to make videos on the level that Nikki and fucking Kaiser make. On top of, it's not just hard, it's expensive. Like, you need good, like, solid fucking like editing equipment. You can't just, I'm on a $500 computer, guys. Like, I can't fucking pull open fucking, what's it called, Unreal Engine, and make this crazy ass shit and stuff like that, and have it render at how I need it to render as a $500 system. A lot of these guys got fucking $5,000 computers that I'm fucking, like, basically like working against, which leads me to another thing. Just another side thing. I'm building a new computer, and I'm almost done building it. So I'm excited about that. Uh, Besides that, I just wanted to talk about this because, like, it is annoying to think like, oh, it's immature to make montages unless you're making the absolute fucking greatest montages on the internet. Unless you're making the absolute cream of the crop, it's immature, and there's no point in doing it because people don't care and all that stuff. And it's like, dude, what the fuck, man? Like, it honestly seems like that sometimes. It honestly seems like that sometimes. If you're not producing content on the level of Kaiser, and the level of Nikki HD, and the level of fucking Fusion or whatever the guy's name is, like, like, you're gonna be left. Your videos just don't get the eyes that they need to. And it's like, even these guys videos that are pulling in, hundreds of thousands of views. I think Kaiser has a couple with a million plus views. Like, that's still not that much. That's still peanuts compared to what, like, what I've seen, like, in the golden era of things. It's like, if these videos were coming out in fucking 2008 for Halo 3, like, you're talking fucking like 20 million views or something like that. I mean, Furion's Fluxy and Furion's Dualtage got fucking uh 10 million views, dude. Like, in 2008. You're telling me if Kaiser released fucking Step Back in 2008, it wouldn't get like at least 10 million views? Like, it definitely does. Don't listen to people who wouldn't even start to build the skills. Some people see a tree and don't realize it was once a seed. Yeah, yeah. I mean, dude, it just gets frustrating. So like, to make these videos and you're like, what the fuck's the point? Like what the fuck's the point in making these videos? Like I know like I've been looking at my videos and I've gotten a little bit better, like a tiny bit better since I started, but I'm still around like 2012 levels of fucking like skill level. I haven't been able to surpass that. And my problem is I haven't been able to like really get down and get to the nitty gritty of the 3D, which is what I feel. I always tell myself I don't need it, and then I always come back to it like, oh, man, it really would be another good skill set to have, you know. But there's so many other programs one can use too that really haven't been explored. That's why I was making that video before, where it's like, if you're trying to compete with people and you're trying to compete with, for eyes or whatever on your content, like why would you go and make, the same kind of videos that these guys make? Why would you try to compete and out 3D these guys when you could pick up a software like a 2D software? I forget the name of the software, but like a 2D software where you can literally make fucking animations in like anime style for Halo montages. It'd be completely different kind of style than what people are used to in the 3D sense of that. And that's another way one can compete without actually having to go and pick up these like super difficult programs. You might be able to get by with a less difficult software as long as you're more savvy with the creativity. But yeah, um, I don't know. I just get frustrated like looking at this. I had this guy tell me like it's immature to make montages and stuff, and it just pisses me off. You know. Um, yeah. Give me one sec. Let me see what this phone is telling me. Oh. Um. Anyway, I just want to make that video just because I got nothing to do right now, and I have no fucking car. Like I'm out my car, like my insurance, and the insurance like what's it called? My insurance is and the other insurance, because I was in a car crash, like they're going back and forth with each other and everything. So I'm trying to figure out like when I'm gonna get a car, because I'm out of car and I'm on foot and it fucking sucks. I can't drive anywhere, I can't go anywhere, I can't even buy groceries. So this is it's like hell, dude. Being on foot fucking blows. Um anyway, thank you guys for watching. I sorry about this vent and like just fucking complain and stuff, but the truth is, man, it's like I do feel like if that guy said, like, nobody said anything after that guy said that, and I feel like, there's some truth there. There's some truth to that. Like they look at it like, oh, look at this lame motherfucker, like trying to fucking, you'll never be Nikki, you'll never be Kaiser, bro. And it's like, what the fuck, you know? Like even if you never get to that level or whatever, like you're still producing content. You should still be respected, and you should still be uh what's called not compensated. You should still be like awarded with likes and comments, and you should be respected as a contributor. But when people say stuff like that, it just pisses me off. um and as far as who that guy was, this is a fucking random person on a on a Discord. But when I hear stuff like that and I see, like, dude, you would never go on fucking Halo 3 forum and bring up a montage and have somebody say, "Oh, this is the lamest shit I've ever fucking seen. That's fucking lame, and you're lame for liking that, and everybody who's doing that is lame." And I don't know why you're even fucking bothering. You would never hear that in your fucking dreams, in your worst nightmares. You never hear that in THF. Um, but I guess like times have changed, and now you go and you talk on these gaming discords, and they're like, montage, fucking montage, man. Like, dude, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? What is this, 2012? What are you wasting your time for? There's nothing in that, and yet you've got guys who got like all these fucking views making these montages, like Kaiser, Nikki, all these guys, like they got a whole fucking brand behind them, like their name, like, they're big names and stuff in the community. And I wonder how many people look at montages like that and don't ever say that on their videos, because those are the premium videos and they're the really high end videos. But I think like, 10 years from now, what are those videos going to look like? I don't know. I don't think we've reached the pinnacle of montaging. So that was on a Counter Strike Discord, by the way. I was looking for some Counter Strike movie channels, Frag movie channels, so that I can join. And back when I was thinking about editing for Counter Strike too. So it just gave me perspective on things because like when I hear somebody say something like that and like nobody says anything after that, like in the Discord, and it's got like 1,000 members or whatever, and like nobody says anything after that, or people don't disagree, or they don't go and say, "Well, you're totally wrong," or argue with the guy and say, "Okay, that's a bad take," I my eyes, my ears perk up and I listen, I see the signs there because it's like a dying art form and stuff. Like we got to bring this shit back, dude. Like it's wild that like people, yeah, man, the whole art form is pretty much it's dying, dude. It's on like life support, man. Like you've got like great creators and stuff in certain spaces, and there's views and stuff, but it's nowhere near what it used to be and what it could be. I think I th- and part of that, and I'll end with this. Part of the reason for that is that there's no central fucking hub for like watching these videos. There's no like one place to go to watch all these videos. Back in the day, the one place you would go to watch all these videos was the movie vault. That you'd be able to watch the best frag movies there. You'd be able to watch Counter Strike frag movies, no, not Valorant, Counter Strike, Counter Strike 1.6, Counter Strike Go, all these fucking Counter Strike movies, Halo, you know, like that was the place to go where if you wanted to watch frag movies, and that was what opened the whole door to that. So there's a whole fucking like avenue there. There's a whole like market there that's not no longer being served, which tells me that the art form is in fact on a decline, because the movie vault's no longer around. Like they're out of business, they're no longer around, and nobody gave a fuck, or at least in my space, who I seen post anything about the movie vault going under, because nobody cared by at this point, you know and it's sad, dude. It's sad. It's very sad. um but we got like FMA that I'm working on and stuff like that. But when I hear people tell me shit like that, it fucking makes me so mad, dude. It makes me so mad because it's like, what the hell am I trying so damn hard for, man? I should be fucking just going back and working at a gym again, or getting a job as a fucking what's it called, director again at a studio or something. This is silly, But I love this stuff. I love this stuff, and I'll never fucking give up on it. I just need to get that off my chest and see what people think. Like if people post any kind of comment towards this and feel a certain way, like, or have any kind of any kind of insight that they want to share, like I'm all ears, man, because like it gets hard, when you're making these videos and you're pulling in 200 views, you're pulling in 100 views, 50 views or whatever, and it's the same people commenting, same people fucking supporting you, which I don't have a problem with that, and I love that. It's just like we're just a tight knit group of people. Like I don't know how we break out of that without the algorithm fucking blessing us and shit. The algorithm is a fucking asshole. YouTube algorithm is a asshole. Like, dude, fucking bless my brother's channels, man. Me and my brother's channels here, man. Like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, start pushing Halo, start pushing fucking all this content that everybody produces. Like, what the hell? Seems like there's like some sort of like uh what's the word? Shit, I can't remember, I can't think of the word, but it's like some sort of like fucking like ulterior motive to push a certain kind of product as opposed to what people are producing. Like it's not like YouTube is fucking dishing out videos of the most the most posted stuff. It's all just about like what's in based on whatever the fuck YouTube feels should be in. I don't know, man. I don't know how the algorithm works. I'm out.